Welcome to Ellie Goldsmith's Inspired Flow. We are holding right now at a time of year. I just fasted today. Something that Tom Billy talks about, but for me it comes from a Jewish source. The intermittent fast that's recommended nowadays just to balance out your health is something which is very good advice. And in our tradition we fast 4 or 5 times a year, maybe more, depending on all the different stories. And if anyone wants to know more about it, refer to the Torah and the sources, and it's all very clear over there. So what was today's about? Today, and that's another thing, it's not just for the sake of the body, it's also for the sake of the soul. It was to do with the walls began to be breached. This is an important concept that I want to make a Unity Inspires concert. Yeah, don't get me wrong. But I want to make sure that the walls aren't breached, that it should be done with the right inner content. I mean, I've been checking out a little bit what's doing out there in the world, a bit more, just trying to understand. And it seems like people are really having a hard time in many ways. And social media and how business is done. And things are getting, a bit more of a challenge, but that doesn't mean a person can't succeed and be successful. It just means that you've got to know your value system and keep to that. And that's the idea of not allowing the walls to be breached, that you keep your value system. So we're going to work that one out, how we're going to make unity in a world which value system is definitely questionable. I have a nice line in a song about how the inner content, the inner value has gone a bit off. So one day I'll sing the song, hopefully. It's actually online. It's called Simcha, which means joy. This idea of joining together has to be done with the right intention. And for me, the inner intention, I was explaining to my good friend yesterday, invited me out for dinner in Emek Afar, a very nice place, and in Jerusalem. And I spoke about this concept from the Baal Shem Tov of Yechidim, of making Yechidim. Yechidim means to make unifications. It's something which Charlie Harari explains in a more universal way in his book and his podcast, which I recommend. And it's something which is needed. I've been listening a lot to the last few months to Gedalia Fenster, we mentioned him, and just the idea of being at one with oneself, especially for a man, the idea of Kedushas Abris, the idea of, we're coming up to a time right now, following the fast, called Shovavim, with the opportunity to develop more inner content, inner connection, that place of the covenant, to keep it safe, to that point of connection, to keep it focused on what it's all about, and the family and the values, and to return if we've fallen astray from that. That's a special time coming up these next 6, 7, 8 weeks. Shovavim Tat. We have 6, 7, 8 weeks to just work on this aspect as we go with the Jewish people in the Torah into Egypt, beginning with Shmos. We have the 6 weeks Shmos, Vayera, Boi, Bashalach, Yisro, Mishpotim, Truma Tetzava. These are these parshas. If you look in the Sedra. So once again, you have to go back to the Torah if you want a source. Just open up Exodus, movements of God's people, and see what's going on over there, how we went out. So I'm hoping during that time there's going to be a lot of building. Once the inner content, the inner focus is sincere, and we align ourselves with some good people who want to build, we can really build this unity project. And like I said to my friend, my goal is unification, so that can be done by everybody, no matter what we're doing, unification in everything. So that goes together with this event. We're building this unification in ourselves, and that will manifest as a real live event if that's what is meant to be the part of this unification. So we got a time period now to build towards it. It's counting down 8 months. and anyone's welcome to partner. I would love to have some tracks from people. I already mentioned the last one on unification, on unity, and unity could be in any aspects of bringing people or concepts or different aspects of partnership. We all need this. I alone cannot do this whole event thing without people partnering, and that's a humbling thought, humbling reality, but it's an opportunity as well to join together with other people and build something beautiful. Like we see nowadays, there's so many companies who are doing it right and do know how to partner and build together, even if it seems like the world's a bit cutthroat in business, that we can get it right. We can be the role models of working together. So I bless everyone as this new time period begins. I'm personally making a bar mitzvah for my son Aaron Yosef, and it's going to be more focused on the mitzvah than the bar, but we will be having a celebration, and people are welcome to send their congratulations, mazel tov, by the email put below, and start to partner with the unity cause like every family event brings. All the best. Have a beautiful day and fast well.